We use it every day. Water bottles, disposable forks and knives, packaging, and more. Plastic waste is everywhere, even in our oceans.
The Cape, like almost every other part of the world, has its share of plastic pollution. The problem with plastic in the marine environment is it's there forever, it doesn't degrade, and we have had now increasing evidence that it's actually making its way into the food chain, not only impacting fish and whales and sea turtles, but even potentially making its way onto our dinner plates because we eat a lot of those same animals.
Researchers think they know where plastic pollution is coming from, and now they're on a mission to educate the public.
There are only about 5 countries in the world that produce most of the plastic pollution, and they're mostly all in Southeast Asia. It's because they don't have good waste management systems in place. But it is now a universal problem. The United States contributes to it because of the volume of consumption that we do. Even though we manage our waste better, we consume so much more than most countries in the world. Another major source for us in Cape Cod, because we are a fishing community in many ways, is fishing gear. The modern fishing gear is primarily made of plastic. The polypropylene rope is plastic. Lobster traps that used to be made of wood, now they're made of metal with plastic coating that never breaks down. Commercial fishermen don't take any chances, but there are lots of other people, recreational fishermen, putting out 10 pots and forgetting about them or not tending them properly. That stuff breaks away. It ends up as debris in the ocean, never goes away.
The Center for Coastal Studies looks at the impact of plastics on North Atlantic right whales in Cape Cod Bay.
Most winters we have more than half of the entire world's population of right whales congregating in Cape Cod Bay. So it's just a natural topic for us to look at. It also happens to be the most endangered whale in the world. And because of that, we need to take extra precautionary steps to protect it. So in the mouth of this animal, a piece of plastic or a group of netting and buoys have been embedded in its mouth. It dragged that through the ocean for months, maybe a year or more, while it tried to survive. Ultimately, it didn't survive. This whale we know pretty well. We have known it from birth. Its name is Spinnaker. We know its parents, its grandparents. We know some of its siblings. And unfortunately, we were not able ultimately to save it. All the things we've been talking about in terms of plastic pollution in the oceans, they end up often being the cause of death.
Cape Codders can do their part to prevent plastic pollution by taking special care with their fishing equipment and by reducing, reusing, and recycling their plastics. For Cape Media News, I'm Gabrielle Rosson.